And we are live.
Great. Hi, good evening, Ritika.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All good, all good. Ready for the session?
Yes, looking forward to it.
Great. So we have people joining in. We will start in about 2, 3 minutes.
Sure.
Sakshi is just sorting out the background live streaming. Good evening. I can see people have started putting messages. Hello and welcome to the session, the third day today. And a lot of people writing in to say that they are practicing, they are creating a lot of content for their classroom. So that's very good to know. So it'll be nice if you can, like Payali has done, if you can put in where you're from, what's your school name, and it'll be nice to get to know each other. That's Madhu. Lovely. From as far as South India, that's good. I will not try to pronounce that name. The city name. Hi, Dava. A lot of Tibetan schools have joined us for these sessions, so that's really, really progressive. Hi, Seema. Good to see some familiar faces as well. Kuzuzangpola, that's Bhutan. Lovely. Good to see you all here. That's Amit. So for Amit, this is a hat trick. He is here on the third day, like many of you here. Tashi Delay, that's Leh Ladakh. Lovely. Hi, Nikita. Good evening. Lovely to see you all here. We will start the session as soon as Sakshi tells us to go ahead. Just wait
Yeah, we
for.
can go ahead and we are all live on YouTube now. So over
Oh,
to
great.
you.
Great. So, Tashi Delay, yes, Prabhu, good to see you here. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third session today. We are still running the Teachers' Day camp. We do understand that we did 2 days before the 5th of September, and we also got to know from a lot of you that you were partying and there was a picnic and there was some movie organized by the school. So lots of fun. So that's good. We will start today's session and we will be looking at Canva sheets, something that is super duper amazing and something that you can help um, manage your classrooms and manage your learning, I would say, using this amazing tool integrated in Canva. So we will be elaborating on that. And while we are waiting for the others to come in, I can see some of you have done this. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a heads up. There are two things that you will be doing today. One is that you will be writing a quote as to what is that one code that you live by as a teacher. So, where you're from, what do you teach, what subjects do you teach, and keep in mind this quote that you live by. And we will be giving you a template in the chat box very soon and some few options for you to fill that in and share in social media. I think the social media response by a whole lot of you has been super amazing. So thank you so much for that. Calling out your own colleagues, your friends, and saying, this is something nice that I'm learning. So come along and learn with me. So that has been really, really nice. And thank you so much for doing that. We will jump into the session with, of course, now you know who Sakshi is. Sakshi is the Canva lead for community, Canva India, the community lead for I'm going to say that again. Here we have Sakshi Rastogi, who's the Canva India community lead, something that she does amazingly well. She's made sure that so many people have joined in every day, and that's the community we are looking forward to in the days to come. So you want to say hello, Sakshi?
Hey everyone, so nice to see you all back here and a very happy Teachers' Day. I hope you had a wonderful time over the weekend and got wonderful messages from your students, faculty. Over to you, Ritika, for your introduction.
Hey everyone, my name is Ritika Tyagi and I'm so excited to be a part of this session. I'm looking forward to having an interaction with all of you.
Great. So that's Ritika, and she is going to rock your boat today. She is going to make sure that your world becomes so systematic and organized. So Canva sheets are going to come up in a bit. We are also looking at, like I said, the celebration still on, and we are going to look out for your social media, and we are going to make sure that we splash that everywhere in the ecosystem. So keep that thought in mind. We're going to go ahead and look at what did you savor for the last 2 days. We have done e-resources. We have looked at Canva code. Some of you have put in some amazing Canva codes in the feedback form. Some of you have also said that you have not been able to access the feedback form. So we will be looking at the recording that we have, and we will send the people who have spent more than 45 minutes in the session, we will be sending that feedback form to you by mail. So be on the lookout for that. Today we have this amazing Canva sheets, and tomorrow is a surprise. Tomorrow is again going to be led by a Canvassador, and you are going to learn how to unlock your personal branding. We are going to start with this little social media bit. I'm going to give you 2 minutes with this, and I'm going to request Mithuna, my colleague, to put in that link for this social media bit, wherein you will look at this and you will be able to create a small message for your own social media. So how does that look? There you go. Mithuna has put in that link here. So I'm going to open that up and I'm going to show you what you need to do there. So there you go. She's posting it again. You will be, when you click on it, you will be able to come on to a template like this. You just need to go on and click on edit template. The instructions are right there for you. Some of you ask, what is the tag that I need to use? What is the message? What are we conveying? So we have put in some messages for you, some, ideas for you to share. And when you come onto this template, you will be able to see, you see the little thumbnails here. So you will be able to go on to page 2. That's one template for you to use, thinking about these wise words that may always guide me as a teacher. So there are 4 templates that you can use. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Go ahead and write your message and be ready to share as soon as the session finishes today. So 2 minutes of your time, and let's read in the meantime the people who are joining us. Let's say hello to some of them. Somebody from Merit, that's Bhavna. Lovely Bhavna, good evening, and it's great to see you here. As we wait for this, Sakshi, Ritika, and myself, we were talking in the morning that it'll be really nice if some of you can, put in chat, how did you spend Teachers' Day? What did you do? Where did you go for that party? It'll be nice to hear that. So some of you, if you can put that in chat, will be good to hear. And at the same time, please save this template, or if you want, you can do it straight away. Oh, I love that. Arpana, I love that. Your success is tantamount to my success. That's what community is all about. And that's what the Canva community is all about. Lovely. Oh, somebody from Aurangabad. Hi, Kopila. So good to see you here from Bhutan. Lovely. Some nice memories coming to my mind, Kopila. Such lovely time we had when you were here for the immersion program. There you are. Mithuna's writing again what you need to do in the template. Lovely. You celebrated with your students. That's the best way to celebrate, I think. And I remember as kids, We used to dress up as the teachers on Teachers' Day, wear saris, and try and take classes where the teachers had samosas in the staff room. So I'm sure some of you did that as well. Lovely. Going back, let's see some messages coming in. Movie and lunch. Oh, lovely, Sumeda. That must have been really nice. Okay, so I'm moving on to the agenda for the day. We will be looking at Canva education. A lot of you have given me a thumbs up on the message that you have gotten into the Canva education platform. Some of you are still struggling, and we do have a team which is going to support you with getting on. The agenda for today, like I told you, is Canva Sheets. So we are going to look at Canva Sheets. We are taking one tool at a time so that you can, in depth look at that. We are going to be exploring management with the Canva Sheets, and we will leave some time wherein you can showcase the work that you have done. So, like I said, a little heads up, while Ritika is playing around with sheets, and that's what she does with a lot of ease, while she's doing that, I would like you to open up a parallel tab and open up sheets for yourself and try doing things, because at the end, like Sakshi always does, she will call some of you up here and you will be asked to share your work. So volunteer, of course. So that will be good. So that's what's going to happen at the end. So we are looking at these quotes. I can see some of them have come up and some of them are going to be showcased. I have shared that template for you. So on one of the tabs, keep that on. And as soon as this session ends today, you can tag Sakshi, you can tag me, Ritika, Canva India, Mahatattva, and you can put your quote over there. So going back to the logistics, like I said, some of you are there in Canva education. Please do understand that when you open up a personal account with Canva, there are few limitations. And we have gone through this process of getting you to access Canva education, and you just need to upload an ID or a certificate from the school, and you have access to multitude of resources. So make sure you have that. And a very short way of doing that is you make sure that you do have access to Canva education. And if you don't, I'm flashing two email IDs up on the screen: vibha@mahatattva.in, pooja@mahatattva.in. Please go ahead, write to them, and we will organize a meeting with you or your admin team, and we'll get you started on that. So just type this out and keep it handy, and you should be able to contact us. So when you go on to your sheets today, I want you to look at this little button here which says education. So when you go on to the platform, if you see this, then that means you have access to all the wonderful resources that we're talking about. So in the previous sessions, while we were doing the sessions, we found that people would write in to say, I cannot access this, that, or the other. And that's the idea that I want to put through here, that if you have this here, the education button here, that means you will have access to all the resources. So make sure you can see that. And if you can't, then you write to those two people I told you, and we'll be able to sort that out for you. So yes, Canva Sheets, we will be looking at that, and I'll be learning along with you all today, with Ritika showing us some wonderful things in the classroom. But before we get on to that, I hope some of you have gone on to the design school, Canva's design school, and there are a lot of resources there for you to see. I do know some of you have tagged me on LinkedIn and you've shown the certification that you've done already. So that's like brilliant. But when you go on to design school and you write Canva sheets, you are able to see a lot of cheat sheets. There is a lesson, there are some videos for explanation. So that's a good start for you to begin using Canva sheets in your classrooms. We do have Ritika who will explain all of this to you, but at your own time, if you want to just get on to Canva design school and do that on your own. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to hand over to Ritika to start the journey with Canva sheets for us. Over to you, Ritika.
Thank you so much, Deepti, ma'am. I'm just going to share my screen.
Yeah.
and take you through my slides. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Perfect. So without further ado, as a Canvassador, my goal is to help you understand the power of Canva sheets and how it goes beyond the traditional spreadsheet. So you can incorporate creativity, collaboration, design, and make your teaching workflow process easy and simple. So by the end of the session, I hope that you not only learn how to use Canva sheet, but you're also able to walk away with a lot of easy to use resources and designs that you can use to save your time as a teacher, as well as you can engage students in your classroom. I'm going to show you some features that I'll be covering, and then I'll be moving on to the live demo. Feel free to write your questions so that I can cover those questions as much as possible. Canvas sheet is all about presenting your data, which is the key for a teacher. Any school, data is the most important thing that we learn to analyze, learn to manage, and we have multiple spreadsheets that we use. But now that we have AI empowered the Canva platform, it becomes easy. You can do a lot of things in just one single go. You can have your beautiful data visualizations. You can cover a lot of data together and get some insights. You can organize your information effortlessly. The best part about Canva is that you don't have to mug up the formulas. Even though I'm a maths teacher, at times when I have to learn the formulas and apply them onto the sheets, it becomes really difficult for me. But with the AI-enabled magic formulas, now it's just a matter of a few clicks and I've got my entire data sorted.
Ritika, sorry to interrupt. Could we just click on full screen and also play the videos? I think your video is not on full screen right now. Thank you.
Is it visible now?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
So, going back, we also have magic formulas. So you can ask all your questions, you can have data together in one go, and then using magic formulas, you don't have to learn anything. You have your entire range and data sorted. The next thing about AI empowered Google Canvas Sheets is that you have your magic insights ready. So, for example, if you have your data, you can just select the range and then you can hit on Magic Insight button, and it is going to give you the entire summary, which is going to complete the structure of your data. You can track your progress, you can use it to support learning for your students as well. Another favorite feature that I have in Canvas Sheets is Magic Charts. So if you have your data ready, then you can just go to this option, which is called as Magic Charts, and you have an option to create an interactive chart. You can design it, customize it as per your choice. So without further ado, I've shown you a glimpse of all the features that we have on Canvas Sheet. Now I'm going to show you the power of using the data on the Canvas sheets. So I'm just going to take you through the home page. So if you're on the home page, you can try it right now along with me. You have to go to this option, which is called as Sheets. So we'll tap over here. Now, this is a blank sheet that I have right now. But if I'm looking for a template, which I generally do, I don't like to start from the scratch. I can simply go to this design tab on the left-hand side, and I can give this keyword, which is education. I have hundreds and thousands of templates which are ready-made available for me. So let's say if I am looking for a weekly schedule, I can tap on that design and I have my weekly schedule ready, which is so easy to use. So I don't have to worry about the color palette. I don't have to worry about setting up the rows and the columns. It's easy, it's customizable. You can use it, you can add your own timetables, you can add your own blocks, you can add your sticky notes as well. So this is a great way to use ready-made templates. And as a teacher, you have got so many designs that you can refer from. So once you have your sheet ready, if you want to start from scratch, you can do that as well. So I have another example where I've just written the headings, which is name and role. Now, what I want you to show and work on is, let's say if you have a blank template ready. Now, I'm just going to select these two cells. On the top, can you see the sparkle, the actions? So these are the quick actions that we have on Canva. Now over here, I've got different options like import data. So I can import my data from Google Sheets as well. It is completely in sync with Canva Sheets. If I want to generate a table using AI, right now for a training, I am generating a table. Um, Create a data of 5 student names and their position as school leaders or role as school leaders. So I have got the students here. I can also customize this and give names like, Indian students' names. So it will give me student names who are Indian. So now over here, I've got the name, I've got the position. So I've used AI to populate the data. And because I've given a number 5, it has given me the data for only 5 students. So you can use this as a sample. You can maybe screen record it and share it with your students or other co-teachers so that they can work along on the same process. Now, what I can do over here is I can use a lot of AI features. I can customize the table. Another feature that I can use is I can use magic charts. I can use magic insight. So this helps you create your sheets perfectly in simple steps. Now, because I'm a teacher as well, I have created some samples and examples for you to have a look at. The first one over here is a customized grade tracking and visual report. So what I did was I have taken a basic layout. I have the subject names. I have the student names over here, the assignments that I had taken in the class, the scores that the students had scored. Then I have the grades that I have provided, and then the comments. Now over here, if you want, you can set up drop-down menus according to your wish. So if you select this range, and if you go to actions again, scroll down, you have different options to insert. So these are the blocks that you can insert. You can tag someone over here. You can add date blocks as well. You can add drop downs as well. So right now the drop down that I had created was this one. You can create different drop downs or rubrics. You can also have different links attached to it. So for now, I am going ahead with this one. Now, let's say if I want to create a chart and I want to analyze the performance of my students in a particular test or a subject, I've selected this range, or maybe let's say if I select the students as well. Now, if I go to actions and if I go to magic charts, I have different chart options that I can include. So let's say if I go ahead with the basic one, the bar chart, I have got this chart option here. You can see the buttons and you can move it. And this is interactive. So you can see when I hover my cursor on the top of the bar, it gives me the exact number and you can easily customize it in different colors or you can customize the range as well. So within few clicks, I have my interactive chart, which is ready using AI. Now, let's say if I want to get an insight out of this data, so I can select the range again. And if I go to actions, I can click on Magic Insights. Now, if I want to give it a particular prompt, show me the analysis of my students' performance. Let's say this is the prompt. Now it is going to give me the insight on the data that I have provided over here. So within a few seconds, I have the entire summary ready, and I can also have the graphical representation of that. So you have the highest score was this one. This is the proportion of assignments. So I have got the entire insight based on this particular data. And I can also choose the different chart styles that I have. So this was Magic Insight and Magic Chart that you can use. Another example over here, which is my personal favorite, is creating a checklist. So let's say if you have different students across different grade levels, and there are designs that you have asked the students to create on Canva, let's say. So this was an example. The senior students of my school had created essays on different topics. This was just one example, an extended essay on urbanization. So now I have incorporated these designs into this template. And then there are different checklists on which I can mark the students. So you have got different rubrics. You can set up those rubrics here. Let's say if I want another student design, that's me, let's say I'm a student. And now I want to add Ritika's design here. I can go to actions. If I scroll down to insert, I have an option to insert a Canva design. So let's say Ritika has created a poster or maybe written an essay, this one. I can simply click on it and this gets populated here in the table. I like to keep everything together on one design. It becomes easier for the teachers to keep a track, and you can create hyperlinks. You can have everything embedded on one design. Now, let's say if you want the drop down over here, you can either copy and paste it, and you can then mark according to the level that you feel the student has done the work on. So let's say Ritika needs support in this particular area, you can mark it as well. So for each subject, for each grade level, you can have your different trackers and you can keep a note of that. And then you can share it with your co-teachers, with your heads of the schools as well. The third example that I would like to show over here is a reading log. So, for example, there was a literacy week which went on in my school, and what we had done was we had shared a book for a week that the students were supposed to read, and then they were supposed to rate it out of 5. So, I created a table where all the books, according to the weeks, have been listed, the book titles have been given, and the author details have been given. And there was a poster that we had created which went out on the social media pages of the school as well as to the students. So let me show you the design. This was a design that we had created for first week. But now as a teacher, if I have to create it for all the weeks, or let's say if I have to create certificates for all the students, then it becomes quite task and it is time taking. So what do we do in this case? Now, because we have Canva sheets, if you have a data and the details, then you can create everything together in one go. We have a feature called as bulk create, which helps you create different types of certificates or let's say templates within a single click. So let's say if I want all these posters to be created for the 7 weeks, then I have to select the range. I want the book name. I want the number of the week. And then what I have to do now is I have to go to actions. I'll scroll down and there's an option called bulk create. So if I go to bulk create, now it is asking me to recheck the data range. I have rechecked it. I now go to continue. Now, the design that I wanted to use was this one, Book of the Week. I select the design and then it has identified two data fields, which can be customized for every template that I create. So I don't have to change the top part. I don't have to change the bottom part. Only the week number and the book name is going to be changed. So what I do now is I select the week number. When I hover my cursor on the top of it, I've got three dots over here. I go to the three dots and then I go to connect data. I need to connect this particular text box with the field that has been identified. So if I go to connect data, week 1 is the data which I want to be changed as per the details that I had filled in my sheet. And this is the book name for the first week. Now I will connect it with the book names. So I have done the connection. As you can see, it is highlighted in the purple part. These are the connections that I have done. Now, see the best part. So on the left-hand side, I can see that this has turned purple as well. If I tap on create 7 designs, it's going to take a couple of seconds and all my designs have been created. And another table has been created, which is called as design. So over here, if I go to, let's say this one, so this is for week 3, and you can see the design for week 3, the Great Gatsby has been created. So I didn't have to create it separately. Let's say if you have a social media team in your school and your students have been designing social media calendars or newsletters every month or every week, then you can have this set up for your school, for your class as well. If you have certificates, let's say you have a sports day and you have certificates to be printed out for the students, but the template has to remain same, then you can use bulk create feature. You can have the name of your students in one column and you can just give it a design. Uh, do we have any questions so far?
Yeah, so Ritika, there are some questions regarding, can we check if the children have, done their assignment using AI? And I think that's a bigger discussion where we need to understand that just as when the calculators came in, the maths teachers changed their questions, right?
Yeah.
So AI is here to stay. And I think when you look at assignments generated using AI, you have to make sure that you have rubrics and criteria in place so that you can check if the children have done that. So I think one of the questions was that, and like we said right at the beginning, that if you have Canva, education is then when you'll be able to see the features like creating in bulk and all of that. So I think basically people are asking about that, but this was like totally phenomenal. Is this the last thing that we are showcasing for today, or is there something else?
We have more examples as well. I just
Yes.
wanted to, give them a pause and try the features out.
Yes, so I think people are a little confused regarding the actions and how do we get started. So if you can quickly show them that, I think we should be sorted.
Perfect. So I'll go back to my basic table. So if I have this table and then if I have this actions button on the top, if you're able to see this, now you have different options over here. You have import data where you can import the data from other platforms as well. You have something called as generate table, which will ask you for a prompt and then you can create a table like I did for this example. Then if you have empty cells and you want the data to be filled for those empty cells, you can fill that as well. I'm going to show you how it works in a couple of moments. You also have a feature magic chart, which I have just shown, where the charts are going to be created. You just need to select the data and the range. And once your chart data is ready, you can select that and you can create your magic insight, which gives you the analysis of how your students have performed. Any data that you have entered, it just basically summarizes it for you and gives you the analysis. Then you also have Magic Write. If you've been using Canva, we all know what Magic Write is. Magic Write is basically to change the content. So, for example, if I want to change the content that I have selected just now, I can just use Magic Write. Let's say change the names of the students to Indian names. Let's see how that goes. I've just given a prompt. I've not done anything. Within a couple of seconds, my names have been changed to Indian names. So this is how you can use Magic Write feature. Then bulk create is what I have shown just now. You have a template and then you can just create anything and everything, any template in bulk. You can also translate it to different languages. And then if you go to insert, you have different types of building blocks that you can insert to your data. So you can insert formulas, you can insert a Canva design like I did in my previous example. I had designs of each students, what they had created. So going back to the example that I was showing, um, once my designs have been created, I can just publish them. I can use them anywhere and wherever I want, but it just takes a couple of seconds to have everything together in one place. Now, going to the next example, these were the final report card comments. I've just taken sample of 5 students. So let's say you're a teacher and you have got a place for a first term report card comments and then second term report card comments, but then you want everything to be summarized as a final comment for the students. You want that to be shared with the teacher for the next year when the child moves on to another grade. So what you can do over here is you can select the table, which is empty. Now, if I go to actions, let me show you the magic. If I go to fill empty cells, I have the entire summary or conclusion of the 2 report card comments for the first year and for the second year, and then I have it as a final comment. So the AI is going to read both the text which was available and is going to create something which summarizes everything. And if you want it for all the students, you can select all the cells over here. Now, again, if you go to actions, everything that I'm doing is from this actions tab. So if I go here to actions, then if I go to fill empty cells again, and it is going to create it for all the students, not just for one student. So if you want it for one, you select one cell. If you select all the cells, you can just select all the ranges and then do it. Now you also have 2 options, more like this or this but. So you can have changes to it. So for example, I can just write this but, give me one adjective in the first sentence. So let's say this is the customization that I have done. And if I hit on generate again, so as you can see, adjectives have been added to the first sentences. And when I tap on insert, I have the final comments ready. So that's the power of AI in Canvas Sheets. You have your template, you can use it to summarize it, you can use it to compile it for you, or give you the analysis. I hope you're able to try it out. Just create a table. And for now, we can get started with the basics of the actions, like filling the table, generating a table. Feel free to share your questions so that I can answer once I've covered the use cases. Another example that I wanted to show over here is a school field trip planner that I had created. So I'm from Mumbai, and these are the places that we find in Mumbai. And over here, we have mentioned the date, the location, the chaperones would be required, the number of students, and cost per student. So now, if I have to give the entire school, budget planner for the trips, then it will be taking a lot of time because then I have to multiply this, add it, and then together I'll be spending at least 5 to 10 minutes in getting the data sorted. But if you select one cell over here, now if you go to actions and if you go to magic formulas and you describe what you want to be done. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll go back here. And if I go to magic formulas, the total budget of the school field trip for the year. Next. I just want in this cell the total budget of the school trip, which is going to be generated. Now, as you can see, it has already taken the data from my table. It has created the sum and the multiplication, the product of all the ranges which were given. And if I tap on insert into H3, which is the cell number here, and you can see the formula. So from F3 to F7, which was this one, it has taken the sum of it, sum of total number of students, total cost that we had, and it has multiplied it together, and we have the total budget for the entire year for the school field trip. So what I'm trying to say is, it's easy to use the formulas, which is there. You can use basic formula as well, and manually you can do it. But if you have the magic formulas option, which makes your job and which saves a lot of time, then you can spend the time in creating the data and analyzing it better. So this was magic formulas, and just give it a try. It's really fun. It's really addictive. I have spent a lot of time in creating different types of sheet and using magic formulas and insights over there. So what I've done is I've shown you all the features. Now what I want you to do is I have an activity for all of you. I want you to go to Canva Sheets. I want you to create two columns. Let me just make my screen full. I'll go to present. So this is a task for all of you. Create two columns. First is going to be the student's name, and then second is the role or the class of the students. And then take a template, which can be any template. It can be a certificate, it can be a name tag, and then try to create a certificate using bulk create for all the students. So let's say if you have 5 students, you want to create 5 certificates or 5 name tags, then try to connect it with bulk create. And if you want me to explain it again, I can do it. And then we'll be happy to ask you to share your screen. And we would love if a couple of you can show what you have created.
Yeah, Ritika, I think it would be great to do a walkthrough because a few folks in the chat are asking if we could go through this again. So if you can just show them the process of how to do this activity on the site, I think they can follow your steps.
Perfect. So let's say this is my data, where I have the student name and I have the positions of the students, the roles, and I want a certificate for the students to be given, to be appointed as a school leader, let's say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the Canva homepage. Now let's say if I can get certificates. So I'm just going to write the title and I'm going to search for it. Now I've got the certificate templates here. I am going to look for something which I can customize. I think This looks nice. So once you have selected the template, I'm going to go to customize this template. Now, because I'm giving the certificates to the students because they have been appointed as a school leader, so I'm going to make some changes over here. Let's say certificate of achievement, this award is presented to, and over here, I want to write the name because here the name of the student is supposed to come. And then I can change it on being appointed as the role. And then over here, I can have the role of the student. So once I have created template for just one student, I can keep it ready and then I'm going to give it to the bulk create option so that I can have templates for all the students ready. So the first role that, let's say the first role was, I'll go back, the first role was student council president. I'll just choose this one or I can write position as well. I like keeping one ready. So student council president is the first role that I want to create. Now, once my template is ready, I feel that this is good to go. I'll go back to the Canva sheets. And now I'll select the data. From here, I'll go to actions again. And if I scroll down, I have an option called bulk create. So you have your table ready, you have your design ready, and then you go to bulk create. It has selected the data range. I have cross verified it. Now I go to continue. And I have to choose the design that I have created. If you have renamed it as a file, you can just type it out over here and then you can look for your template. So this is the template that I had created as a certificate. Now it has identified the data fields. So over here, the name of the student is here, the role of the student is here. So for example, what I'll do is I'll go back, it's not showing me the actual one. I'll just save it as certificates. It's not showing me the one that I've created, so I'll go back and connect the sheet again. Just give me a second. So I'll select the data, actions, bulk create. I'll delete this one because this was not what I had designed. Okay, continue. Now, the certificate that I had chosen was, I think I had saved it in designs only. Never mind, I'll just choose this one. Now, this has the role, this has the name. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the field where I want the changes to be reflected. So I go to these three dots and then I go to this option which is called as connect data. So three dots and connect data. Now I'm going to select the first name of the student, which is this one. So now, as you can see, a purple box is here, which shows that my data has been connected to this particular field. Now I select the second field, which is the role. So I go to the three dots again, and this time I connect the data with the role. So which is student council president over here. Just give me a second, three dots, connect data, and then you're going to connect with this one. So again, it turns purple. That means my data has been connected. Now, because I have created first one already, I have four more students to go. So here is an option, create four designs. So if you tap here on the left hand side, a new column is added, which is design, which was the original design that I had created. And I have got four more students data ready over here. So let's say if I choose the certificate for Mira and if I want to see what it has created. So I have Mira's certificate ready. Mira was appointed as secretary of the school. So I didn't have to make it manually. all the changes are done. And right now I'm showing it only for two columns. Imagine if you have more than two data fields to be connected, then it becomes very easy for you to have everything ready in one go. Even if you have 100 students or 1500 students in a school, I think it becomes a game changer for you. I hope that answered the question. Sakshi, do we have more questions here?
No, this was superb. This was really nice. So, a question coming up is, can we also send out in bulk? Because I know we can create, but I'm sure sending out is something that you'll need to do by mail for the for the students or whosoever you've created the certificate for. Also, Ritika, people are asking if we can import data from elsewhere into the sheets.
Yes, I've tried importing from Google Sheets. So we can do that, and that works really well. So if you have a Google account and if you have been using Google Sheet and you have a lot of data over there, you can try that import feature and you can import your data from Google Sheet as well. Regarding sending the certificates in bulk, what I generally do is I download all the certificates as a zip file and then I mail it out and or maybe put it in a drive and then share it out with the students. So that works really well for me.
Sure. And I think schools also have distribution lists and they can send them out according to the class or whatever. So
Yeah.
lot of aha responses for you. Awesome, wonderful, awesome, magic, and superb coming up. I think this has been something that the teachers want. Looking at rubrics, looking at feedback. That's something that they can really appreciate here in Canva sheets. So we also have people who are saying that they are done with the design. So kudos to you for the good explanation. They're ready to showcase.
Thank you so much. Before we ask them to share, so I'll request Miss to just share the links with them. So what I have done is I've shared the link with Deepti ma'am, and I think Mithuna is going to put that in the chat box. So if
Yes.
you want these templates, these are editable, so you can feel free to make changes. And if you want to use the same one just to get started and get a feel of Canva sheets, you can use my templates and add data and then just have a go around and look at all the features which are available.
That's what community is for, Ritika. You have created these designs for them, and Mithuna's already sharing with the community here, so they will be able to have a look at that as well. So, is that something that you want to end with? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for showcasing the power of Google Sheets here. And we are going to be looking at a few volunteers who want to come on and showcase their work. So it's your turn to showcase. So go ahead. Anyone who wants to share the screen. And so how that works is if you raise your hand, Sakshi will let you in to the studio for the panelists, and you will be able to share your screen and show off what you've created today. So let's start with people raising hands. Anyone who's interested in showcasing.
Yeah, thank you for that. And one common question that I'm seeing all across is where can we see the recordings of the previous session? So that's available on Canva India's YouTube channel. I've also shared the link with you. You can check the resources tab on Zoom to be able to access some of the links that you're requesting for. If you've joined our teacher community on Facebook or WhatsApp, we will also be sharing the links there. So don't worry. Don't worry about missing out anything. It's all there. Please make sure that if there are any questions that you're posting them here so we can answer them throughout the session. When I am permitting you to be able to join for presentation, you will have to accept the request. So accept the request to be able to join as a panelist, and then you will be able to share your screen.
Great. So let's have some people raise their hands and come in and show off. Let's do that. So I think the teachers have found this really helpful, Ritika, and lots of comments coming up. And of course, we will now be, oh, some people are there. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, great.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, it's a wonderful session. I want to share my screen. So I will showcase my design.
Sure, please do that.
Can you see my screen now? It's visible?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can, Shivam sir, we can.
Okay, okay. This is what my design, ma'am, actually. I create in science fair. So by using the Excel. But you thought in one topic, actually, I made this one in a different manner. How means I first created this template, and after that, one thing you forget actually, the whole here the in Excel, yes, and CSV, it will accept these three format also. So if the Excel sheet is ready, so by using this also you can create this one. So upload data, the where our Excel file is there. For example, desktop is there means. So here also we can upload. Means import. Some of them are asked the doubt. We can import or not. So we can import. Then we can fetch. The remaining process is same only. So we can fetch and we can generate the certificate like this.
Great. And that's innovation, right? Ritika did it one way and you did it another. But the end
Yes,
result is
yes.
phenomenal. The
End
end
result is
result
same
is
only,
phenomenal.
ma'am.
And it's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, so much of work, hard work goes into just one click. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank
So
you so
actually,
much
ma'am
for
is working on
sharing.
the different windows. So I worked in only one window. So everything you
Oh,
will get it.
lovely. Lovely. That's experience for you,
Thank you so
right?
much for the opportunity, ma'am. Yes.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, who'd like to go next? We have a few folks.
I'm Seema Garwal. Can I present my screen also?
Sure. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Ma'am, I made it the way the Ritika ma'am has done it. I'm sharing my screen with you. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is coming on.
The first thing that I have done is I have created a certificate in which the name of the student will be there and the role will be there. I just mark it like the name of the student and the role. Then after this, I have made one Excel sheet in which I created the data as the data was created from the um, generate table. This is the generate table in which I have taken the name of the student of 5 students and their role in the student council. After this, I have made this like a bulk create by using the action bulk create. This
Is
is the
this the
option.
first time you used Canva Sheets, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I used this bulk create and the Canva sheet for the first time here.
It looks like you're already a pro. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
And then
Absolutely.
and then this is the sheet which I linked it with the certificate in which the name of the child and the role has come.
Great. That's fantastic, Seema. Thank you so much for sharing. And like Sakshi said, you are already a pro. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I share my screen?
Good evening, ma'am.
Please go ahead. I think there are some people who've raised their hands. Let's go by priority. I think that would come up in the list.
Hello.
Sakshi.
I think my screen is visible, ma'am.
Hello.
Just one second. I think
Hello.
Pradeep sir had raised his hand first, so we'll like to give him the chance and then we'll move ahead with the other folks. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can.
Yes, ma'am. So as ma'am has taught us, so I just created one sheet with the help of this prompt AI generator, and from there I created the name of the students, like Indian names you can see here. And there are five students are there and five marks are there. Subject marks I have taken. And with the help of this magic formula, I have taken here the total I have find out, and then percentage also I have got. And with the help of that bulk creation, I have created this. Can you see this? My
Not sure if your video is frozen for us, Pradeep sir. Can't hear you.
I think he's frozen as well, Sakshi.
No worries. We'll go ahead with Madhu ma'am, and then maybe Pradeep sir can come back. Madhu ma'am, would
Yes,
you like to
ma'am.
share your screen? Thank you.
Yeah, 1 second, ma'am. Ma'am, as you just shared shared with us, I think my screen is visible, ma'am. I just created this table and I just selected this data and I just went to bulk create. Before I created all the 4 designs I got, but now 1 second, ma'am. Yeah. Yes. I just created a certificate. 1 second. Yes, this is what I got. Yeah. Then I just selected this connect data and the name also. So almost like 4 data I created, and I'll just click on create 4 designs, and this is how I got, ma'am.
Lovely. That's brilliant. Is there anyone who is
Thank you
in
so much.
the who is
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
group
Good evening,
here?
ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have anything different? I mean, this is something which Ritika showed us and you have been able to achieve it. But is there someone who's done something different? We would love to see that first. Someone who's
Right now,
created.
ma'am, the ma'am taught that certificate I have created.
Great.
So may I show that?
Yeah, please do. Is there anyone who's made something different?
No, ma'am.
So everybody's made the
I
certificate.
have just changed the name of the competitions in every certificate and
Yes.
the name.
Is my screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, Aditi, it is.
Ma'am, first I have exported the data. This data is in my Excel sheet. I have taken name from there. Then I have written the remarks for the students. And then I have created. Just a minute, ma'am. These certificates. All 5 certificates are there.
I think Deepti ma'am, someone has created a digital portfolio as well. And I think that's a great use case to create a digital portfolio.
I was looking at that as well. Yes.
Ma'am,
Shivani.
these are certificates. And initially, ma'am taught us to create a pie chart. So I have created this pie chart.
Oh, you have been really busy on the screen, Aditi. That's like really good effort. Well done.
And ma'am, this is really blessings. And thank you so much, Ritika ma'am, for teaching me this. First time I learned how to prepare the pie chart in very easy manner.
Lovely. So this is how community
Thank
works,
you.
right? Ritika
Yes, ma'am.
knew some things. She's using them in the classroom. She comes to the Canva community showcase and everybody gets to learn. That's beautiful. We have Shivani card who has created a digital portfolio for her class. Is it possible for her to be let in, Sakshi?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I've just sent her a request.
Okay, great. Shivani, if you can hear us, please do come in. Is there anybody in the group here who's done something other than this?
Yes, ma'am. Just few more seconds. I'll share. Few more
Great,
seconds, please.
great, great.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi,
Shivani.
Shivani. Yes.
Ma'am, I was working on my digital portfolios, like NCF is just aligned with portfolios and all. I recently attended one webinar. So then I was trying this to create everybody's digital portfolio. I tried recently, as ma'am said, so it was really wonderful. And I just created, I'll share on my phone because bulk creation is not, I think, allowed on phone. So my
Yes.
laptop battery got drained. I'll just share the screen.
Sure.
I would love to share what I have created, the magic actually. I hope my screen is visible
Not as yet.
now, ma'am.
No, Shivani, we can't see it as yet.
Just a minute, ma'am. I'll share again. Maybe it is taking time. Or I just had it on my Canva.
Okay, while you're trying, Shivani, is there anybody else who wants to get on? Because we are already dot on time to finish up. And we do understand today is Monday and it's been the start of the week. We don't want to keep you for more extra time. So, Chandan sir, if you have anything, Sneha, go ahead, Sneha, if you want to share.
I have tried just the same certificates. I'll just share that.
Kudos to you for trying that.
So these were the names and the name of the competition here I changed.
Oh,
So
I love the
Rohan,
template.
Nathan,
Nice
and
template.
thank you. Meera for the robotics and Ananya art contest. So like I changed the names and the competition as well.
Lovely.
That's what I tried. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to share one example that I was reading in the chat box. Reshma has used the bulk create feature for creating ID card templates for the students.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, so she had used the fill empty cell feature first, and then she created student ID cards. I think that's great.
That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I think the school admin team will love you for that.
Yeah, it's a great use case. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing.
Yes.
I think due to some network issues, I'm not able to. I would definitely share the link in my feedback form. You just have a look. And
Sure,
I
Shivani.
want to ask one my query was, ma'am, actually, like the name is now being added in one go. Can we add the images as well? I tried with an Excel sheet, pasted the pictures. So can the images also be added?
I think if you create a folder in Canva and you generate a link for that photograph, once you put the links there, they should be able to pick it up.
I'll try, ma'am.
I mean, that's the logic I've used. I've not tried it myself because, every day Canva comes up with something new and we are all learning. But let me assure you, we will all learn together. And Shivani, there will be other platforms where we'll call you and we will showcase the great work that you all are doing. So I'm going to take over the screen now. Just a few things that we need to look at. We all know that there is a Canva design school and there are some fantastic courses there. So if you can rush on to that whenever you have time over the weekend, or if you have time during the weekdays, there are some courses that you can do. So please go ahead and try and do those. We also have lots of resources for educators, people like you who have created resources and put them up there. And the community, of course, you've seen the power of community today and every session that we've had, and you will be able to access resources from each other. Like Ritika has been magnanimous enough to showcase her work and what she's doing in her school. So let's keep doing that. And of course, there is a way that you can become a champion of Canva, just like the way Ritika, Neha, who have been with us over these few days, you can become a Canvassador. So you will get the link in the feedback form and you can apply for that. But like I always say, the quality need of your work needs to be really, really high for you to become a Canvassador. So make sure that you're doing some great work. So this is the form that you have been asking for your certification. So it's up here as a QR code. So if you have a phone, go ahead and fill it up there. Mithuna will also be putting it in chat. So you can click on that and finish it up as well. Please understand that these links are there in the chat for you, and each one of you who have attended this session will get a certificate. So don't worry on that account. The certificates for the other sessions that you have missed, we will be looking at the amount of time that you've spent in the sessions, and we will allocate the certificates for you as well. So I'm going to just wait for a minute here so that you can access the feedback form. And with that, I think, would like a lot of you are thanking Ritika on chat. I would also like to thank Ritika for the brilliant share today. I mean, this is what community is all about. And thank you so much, Ritika, for your time and the amazing resources that you've shared with all of us. Sakshi, over to you.
Thank you so much. And I wanted to highlight that there's a super special session coming up tomorrow. I know that we've spent a lot of time over the past week learning about some of the tools, but I think it's equally important for educators like yourselves to also learn a little bit more about what's happening in the world, right? Like there is this mysterious term called, branding yourself and locking personal branding for yourself. And a lot of us think, hey, I don't have time to do that. I'm a teacher. Maybe it does not belong to my profession. And we're here to kind of break that myth for you. So I highly encourage you to join tomorrow. We have a wonderful facilitator who's going to take you through this journey. And I promise that it's going to be a great end to this camp that we've put together. What I'd also love to hear is if this has been valuable for you all. I know that you all have been spending your precious 4 hours with us, and I really, really applaud you for taking the time. Like I said earlier, I think it's super inspiring to see the hunger to learn. The teachers are the backbone to our economy, to our country, and it inspires me every day to see how eager you all are to learn, to apply. It was so wonderful to see how quick you were to grasp some of these things, right? Like Ritika just showed it to us in 30 minutes, and you were so quick to be able to quickly compute it. I know some of you said the pace is too high or it was too quick for you. Please don't worry about it. We have everything uploaded on the YouTube sessions. A lot of these are self-paced certifications and cheat sheets that are available. So there is no dearth of resources, and we're here to help you at every step of the way, because I think the goal behind Canva Education is to be able to empower all of our educators. There is a important reason for you to be able to have access to all the technology and make our country great, right? So thank you so much again for all of your time. All the links will be shared to you very, very quickly, and have the most wonderful evening.
Thank you, Sakshi. That was a good closure for today's session. And as people were asking, the Google form is there in the chat. So please do fill that up. And we are done for the certification bit on that. So thank you, everyone, for joining in. I'm going to be here for some time if there is any troubleshooting required. Thank you so much, Sakshi and Ritika, of course, for being the brilliant star that you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For your time, Ritika. Thank you, Deepika.
Bye-bye.
All, bye.
Bye.